Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of GMVolt.com, please welcome Lyle Dennis.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the first ever GMVolt.com Volt Nation Town Hall meeting. My name is Lyle Dennis, and I'm the founder of GMVolt.com, the Chevy Volt news, information, discussion, and community website. I'm basically just a regular guy, just like everybody else here. You know, I'm a neurologist, and I started the site after General Motors first announced the I started the site a few days after General Motors announced the Chevy Volt extended range electric vehicle concept to the world back in January of 2007. I was struck, as I'm sure many of you were, by this vehicle's remarkable importance and potential to shape the future of automotive history. The ability to drive a regular daily driving without using a drop of gas. I grew up in the Bronx, and my father was a Pontiac salesman. He worked at Ace Pontiac on Jerome Avenue in the Bronx. And he always used to say, buy American cars. You know, and it was also the early 70s, and it was the time of the gas crisis. And I can remember being a child and thinking that when I became old enough to drive, there wouldn't be any gas left and I'd never get the chance to. And now, I actually look forward to being able to drive without gas because of all of the harmful effects of oil on the politically, socially, financially, and environmentally. To me, the Volt is a means towards that end. I always wanted the site to serve as a beacon to General Motors. I wanted to be able to demonstrate to them how many of us there were out there that were really waiting and wishing and wanting for this car to happen. You know, I was really more of a computer and internet enthusiast more than a car enthusiast, but when I heard about this car and I recognized its importance, you know, I sort of began spending a lot of my free time working to help spread the word about it. I think we've begun to start to achieve some of these goals of demonstrating to GM, you know, just how much we want this car. It was a few months after starting the site that I got my first email from GM. They actually invited me out to their headquarters in Detroit, where I got to meet with several other bloggers, got to meet the Volt's chief engineer at the time. And since then, I've been invited to multiple events where I've gone out, and I think I've met almost every executive member of the Volt's development team, and I've really, you know, learned a lot. And as a result of these efforts, and really the wonderful support of people like you, the site has grown considerably. Presently, we're getting over 100,000 visitors a month, and these people are mostly people from the United States, but I think every country in the world is represented. You know, I really have to, one of the other things I always really wanted to do was to be able to connect the public directly to General Motors and the Volt's development team. And so in November, I carried out 250 questions, Tony will remember that, 250 questions that I collected from the website that people wanted to ask the Volt engineering team. And I actually, you know, got to sit down with the engineers, and I got those questions answered. And shortly after that I thought, gee, it would be great to actually connect people directly to the engineers and have people be able to come out, we could meet each other, and see the car, and we could get our questions answered directly. And so I proposed that to GM, and they listened, and they agreed. And that's the reason we're all here today. As I think of it, we are the influencers. It's through our learning and discussing what we learn with others that we can all help spread the word about this car and its incredible importance, and help to get this country and the world off of oil. And And I would really like to thank General Motors for this opportunity, for being so welcoming and supportive of my efforts. I would like to thank all of you, especially for coming out here today. Some of you I know at very considerable distances and personal expense. I really appreciate that. Most of all, I'd like to thank my wife, Jeannie, for putting up with a lot of computer time and my kids. Having to listen to a lot of Chevy Bolt talk. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me, and I hope that this is the beginning of a true revolution for this country.